So this is a project I'm working on right now for the coworker of a friend of mine, and his budget is around the $200 price range. So that is what I've got here for him. It is using I don't remember the name of it, but it's a Pelican case, made for storing and protecting things, I guess, like expensive things from water and other elements. So it comes with foam on the inside, and you can shape it to whatever the object is. So for this application, I just removed the foam, and let's open her up. I have got, it's pretty wonky job, but I have the hole drilled for the speaker. I'm just waiting on the 6.5-inch speaker to come in the mail, and I'm also waiting on 4-inch subwoofer, which is going to be mounted in the back. I'll show you that in just a moment. If we open her up, I have the full thing sound deadened. Just Amazon basic sound deadener off of Amazon. I have a different brand, I think it's Killmat, but I just decided to try this out, see how it sounds, just to kind of try some different things. So I've got my little Bluetooth amplifier here. I don't remember the exact specs, but it looks like there, right here, yep, so 50 watts times 2 channels, then plus 100 watts for the sub. So the goal is that it's going to have the 6.5-inch speaker, which hypothetically would be getting 100 watts, and then the sub, which would also be getting 100 watts. So I've got the controls here for the frequency and volume of the sub, treble and bass for this front sub, and then the overall volume, which also you can adjust to turn off the amplifier completely. Got power from that. Everything neatly zip tied together, and this is mounted to the surface up here. I drilled a hole to mount the button switch for this. So sub is off, sub is on, or amplifier. I don't know why I said sub, sorry about that. Got our fuse here. I don't remember how many amps it is, but running out to the back here, which if we flip it around real quick, flip it upside down, and you will see I just got this thing screwed in from the back side. Very solid, very secure. I was able to mount my pretty heavy 8 amp hour Cobalt battery on there, and it had no problem. So it's nice and secure on there. You can put, since it's an exterior battery mount, you can put a larger one on there, just depending on what kind of space you're working with. So if you want to have like longer runtime, and then obviously, it's a lot of weight back there, but once the speaker goes in the front, it's going to balance it out, obviously. We open up one more time. I'll show you I have my wiring already connected for the speaker, and I've got it mounted in a location where now all I have to do once the speaker's mounted is run the wire straight from here to there, because I want to have the shortest amount of wire as possible, because I don't want to have anything just lying around in here, because I'll already have the sub mounted there, and the wiring will go from that straight to these connectors. And I have one of these labeled. Same here, I have literally just have a zip tie in to know which one's positive, so that once I wire it up, it's quick and easy. Overall, very secure, solid box. It actually is quite difficult to drill through, and then just the thickness of it, like looking at it from the side, it is pretty thick all the way around. Even the little hole down here I had to drill wasn't extremely easy, so it's very, very secure. I originally was going to have the battery mounted inside, which would have fit, but it would have made, once I put the sub in here and had this closed down and everything, there would have been very little room on the inside, and it would have taken away a lot of sound quality, I feel like, especially since the guy I'm building it for wants a little bit of bass. So I'm using a Dayton Audio 4-inch 80 watt peak subwoofer that, with this much airspace now, with me putting that on the outside of the case instead of the inside, the speaker I'm getting is, I think it's like 1.5-inch mounting depth. So I'm still gonna have plenty of room in here for the airspace of that sub. So it's hopefully, once it's sealed and everything, it's gonna pack a punch. I had a CT Sounds 6.5-inch mid-range driver in here, and it is obviously not made for like low end bass, but I was able to crank up the bass function and make sure everything was airtight, and it definitely had some nice thump to it. So this is kind of the second project I'm working on. I'm kind of working on one for myself right now, but it's much larger scale. Not so worried about profit. It's just for me, just something with a lot of bass, really loud. I don't care how much I spend on it. But yeah, I'm trying to build custom ones, trying to build kind of an audience here. I'd be willing to ship, obviously for, increase of whatever the price to ship is, but for something around this size, based on the amount of work I put into it, the time it takes to do it, as well as how much it costs for material, because I'm not just trying to like half-ass this thing, like I want it to be nice. So, with all the proper, professionalism that goes into this, which I like to look at that and say that's pretty professional. I've literally been working on it just about all day. I'm obviously going to clean up the edges here this a little bit. Got a little foam insulator before I mount it. Everything's going to be nice and sealed. Might even put some little rubber stubs on the bottom to help it stand up better. But yeah, I would love to, be able to sell something like this for $200 for me to actually make profit, for it to be worth it for me to make more. Plus, if you go and buy, most name brand Bluetooth speakers from the store for around that price range, you're most of the time not going to get very many things that are going to get as loud as this can get, and they're also not going to have as much bass that this is going to have, because it's got a specific design built for a 4-inch subwoofer that is known to be a pretty good sub for the size, being 4 inches. So yeah, if you're interested in one, hit me up. Just let me know in the comments, put your name and, maybe ask for some more information. I can give you some information, or maybe get in contact with you and talk about building a custom one if you'd like. I live in the Charleston area, but again, I can ship. Yeah, I can do all kinds of different sizes. I'm just now learning how to kind of build these myself, but I've been working on audio for a long time. I've done a lot of car audio stuff, so wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. So I can assure you, I put a lot of hard work into what I do. I don't just get it done to get it done. I like it to be good, professional, and sound good. I have a very tuned ear, very specific about the type of music I like and the way it sounds. So if I build you one, it's going to sound great, or else I will not sell it to you. I don't want to sell a product that just sounds okay just because someone will buy it. But yeah, I can do bigger cases, I can do multiple subs, I can do multiple speakers for an adjusted price. I can do specific speakers. I have got a more of a lower cost coaxial speaker going here. It comes in the mail in a few days, but I can do, obviously I can do multiple, or I can do higher end ones if you want a specific brand. Yeah, so this is a long video. I apologize. It's my first video related to this new hobby / side hustle. But again, hit me up in the comments if you're interested in one, and I'd be happy to, work on some more. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys whenever I post something again. See ya.